Well, thanks so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
It's not a problem. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
Uh, let me see. Let me see comments. Nobody come in yet. All right, people, where you at? At least I believe I'm running this right. I'm gonna have to get me another computer just to one computer for doing this, another computer for doing everything else. Come on, it was posted. Somebody come on.
Oh, maybe it's me. Gotta mute that. There we go. Oh, there we go. I've never done StreamYard, so I don't know anything about it.
Well, it's a little difficult, but you just got to keep playing with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Every time I get on here, I get miscombobulated, and then finally, when I get it at the last minute,
There, I typed in something.
yeah, yours came up.
Yeah.
Where in the world is everybody else at? And put my
Uh,
phone on silence.
yeah, I did that.
Recruit your chickens to help you stir your compost bin. Start by putting some scratch-free.
Oh, you're not wearing any green.
Green.
Yeah, because it's St. Patrick's Day. Do you guys not do St. Patrick's Day?
Ain't nothing Irish but me but my money when I got it.
There we go.
I don't even see myself in YouTube.
Yeah, I see us. I saw us
No,
live
I'm
there.
looking on my phone too, trying to find us.
Oh, okay.
I know somebody should be coming in here by now.
Mm-hmm.
That just tell me everybody must be coming just to see Odoms.
Aw, does that make me feel sad?
Hello, April Showers and Nikki, the OCD is chick. How you doing?
Hey, Nikki.
Thank you, Miss April. We're gonna let some more people get up here before we take off. Because I'm not one that keeps up with the chat. Odoms is usually asking questions. I'll keep up with the chat, but most of the time
Mm.
he talk about the chat and
Now you
talk
got
to
to
the
do
people in
double
the chat.
duty.
Black Guns and Garden, how you doing, bro? I'm live. Yeah, they making me think they come in just to see Odoms. Nikki's telling you hello.
Yeah. Hey, Nikki. Yeah, I said hello, so she's saying hello back. So I haven't met Black Guns and Gardens. I'm gonna go and check out your channel. So I've put up a tab so I can go and check you out.
You better than me. That's why I have a paper and pencil. I write everything down, then I go back.
Yeah, doing it old school, which is good. Which is good. But I have a second screen so then I can um, grab things up there and have a look. Because one thing I'm realizing that is if you just go and subscribe to someone, um, and don't go look at any of their stuff, you chances of you losing the subscription the next day happens. Because I'll get like, I'll get six, and then 6 in one day, and then the next day I lose six, and you go, those
Yeah.
those six people did not just unsubscribe. So I think the algorithm goes, they didn't look, so then they just delete. So I'm just going to keep putting them up so I can actually look and give my subscription with a view.
Well, see, when I meet a bunch of people, I actually I'll write the names down and everything, and I go to their page and I watch their shorts.
Yes.
I watch the shorts and everything, and
Yeah.
then when I get time, that's when I come back and watch the videos. But as
Yeah.
long as I get the shorts in, I want you to know I'm there.
Exactly. Get some likes on them, get some comments. Yeah, I do the same. Yeah, because that's the thing is like, how do you balance? You go, I got a yard out there that I got to deal with. I got my own, life. And then, and you want to support people. And it's like, how do you spin all of them? 3 o'clock in the morning and you're watching
You
a
know,
video.
you know what? We're talking, and apparently we're letting everybody else in on our conversation and everything. I just realized that. Hello, everybody. Hello,
Yeah.
everybody. And we just talking about stuff, and we didn't even include y'all yet. But we're going
Sorry.
to apologize for getting into myself. But Big Rooster, my brother, how you doing?
Hey, Big Rooster.
Big Rooster, I hope you're feeling better, because I saw that video from earlier. You was kind of hot. I hope you don't calm down, bro. Liz B. Journey, how you doing, sis? The Educated Natural, how you doing, sis? We'll give him 3 more minutes, and then we'll just go head on.
Yeah, thanks, Black Guns.
I'm just prolonging a little bit, let some folks get up in here.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta. There I go, starting again. It's about us, and we're not talking about them.
Well, I'm new, I'm new to all of this live chat thing, and you're the only face I see, so I'm talking to you, but
well,
I just have to remember to go look over at the chat.
I'm gonna have to. You can't be new, because when you do your videos, we're starting to chat now.
Okay.
Let me introduce everybody to this young lady right here. Is Diva in the Dirt.
Woo!
Diva in the Dirt. I heard her names many times, but apparently, I must have heard it from Broke Farmer. But I heard her name so many times, and I subscribed and everything. And when I watch her videos and stuff, she makes me laugh.
Aw,
she's having fun in the garden.
Absolutely.
So
hey, Crafty Leo.
I'm gonna get out the way, and I'm gonna let her introduce herself and tell you about herself. It's yours.
Awesome. Well, yeah. So I'm Devain the Dirt, Maureen, Washington, and Devain the Dirt the name comes from the fact that I'm a professional jazz and blues singer, and of course, 2020 changed everything for all of us. And so I couldn't perform. Well, I could perform online a little bit, and I did a few shows online, but my computer just couldn't handle it. So I moved out into the yard and garden, which was totally not my forte, let's just say. I like to look at it and eat from it, but I didn't like to do it. And I just fell in love with going out and gardening. And a friend of mine said, "Oh, you were the diva of the stage, now you're the diva of the dirt." And so I just thought that's a good name for me, and just add a little lipstick. Don't always do my hair when I'm going out, but it's been a real fun ride. And I think the videos for me, because I'm an entertainer, I want to have that sense of humor, because even on stage, like, I don't just get up and and I'm performing, ha ha. But I like to have fun on stage. So I like to talk to the audience and stuff. So I think when I'm doing my videos, I think that's where I'm chatting with you as if you're there with me. So
Interruption. 10, I just did something I didn't intend to do, but I just did something I didn't intend to do. Go ahead.
what'd you do?
I think I just kicked it to the closet.
Oh, oh, I see that. Nikki, you're saying, am I related to Hands in the Dirt? No, I'm not. I'm up in Canada. I live on Vancouver Island, so I'm a Canadian girl. My dad is from Mississippi, and my mom's from Canada here. Oh, he's muted himself. Oh yeah, just break out into song, right? That's what I'm supposed to do.
I'm sorry to mute myself. My son from the military boy, he's in this week. So
Yeah. No. I should have just started singing Georgia,
hey,
Georgia, the whole day through. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Oh, you're on my mind.
and my acoustic guitar is not in here. Oh, that was good.
I wouldn't be able to tell you what key I sang that in. So
we'll get it coming together.
Yeah.
Africa Dreaming, hello fam. Good eats. Crafty, I didn't speak to you early, but how you doing, sis? Good Eat Homestead, how you doing? It's back on you, Maureen.
I don't know where I left off. Anybody have any questions for me? That would be I also want to get to know all of you.
Any
of course,
questions?
you have to wait a few minutes. Oh, there's lots of names that I haven't met you, so I'm really looking forward to grabbing some of your names and looking at your videos and stuff. So,
well, since you don't know much, I tell you the ones that are here and the ones that are coming. We seem to be a very close knit community. We don't let each other bully each other, or it's just we'll be joking around and stuff, but you can tell the ones that are joking and we have fun with each other.
Yeah, it's like family, right?
And I done told many of them on here, I call you fam because you're not my actual family, but because we're online, we became family.
Right.
And that and I see I got me another little sister because you came in.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing. It's like I've been, making my videos over the past year, and I had no idea that there was just such an amazing community. And I've been on some other people's lives, and the people that you meet, and so supportive and so encouraging. It's like, where have I been? I've been out in the garden, shooting videos by myself, not, connecting with all of you. And so I'm really looking forward to this. This is all brand new for me. This part here. So, but yeah. And so I think my videos, they're not really, I call them vlogs, and I think I'm a cross between vlogs and cinematic type of videos. Like, there apparently there's a difference according to one of my adults. That's where I learned that. And so I kind of go between the two because I want to feel like I'm talking to someone, and I want to feel like I'm sharing my life with someone out in my garden. And so that's kind of the premise of my videos. And I do these little things where I come up close to the camera, and those are my extra thoughts. Those are the things that you shouldn't say, but you want to have it all eloquent. But I go and I like to let people know what's really going on in my head through the video. So with the jump cuts. Yeah. Oh, look at that. We see a whole bunch more.
Yes.
Oh, Maureen, who taught you how to sing? that my mom's father, he was a country and western singer. I never met him, but I think it just comes in the family. So he was Bill Bricker, Prince George's singing cowboy. So I'm originally from Prince George, which is about central British Columbia, but now I live on the island, which I'm zone 9B, so which is very nice. No snow at my house.
Any more? What I just say? Any more questions?
um, you asked that question. Yes, it is my favorite color. I didn't purposely wear red overalls today. I was wearing green ones, but I was out moving moving my compost tea, so it was like those ones had to go, and I went, oh, I'll just throw these ones on. So, but yeah, red is one of my favorite colors, and I go through phases. But red's been my favorite color for a few years now. Mhm. That's such a girly question too. It's so wonderful.
And no, Nikki, gray camouflage is not my color. I'm into OD green camouflage.
Yeah, that's
So,
good.
so you're that's one of the good things right there is close that door, please. I don't have to ask you about gardening anything because you're a gardener, you're a singer. A lot of people we talk to that are not gardeners, we encourage them to garden.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them that they're now becoming gardeners. It's not big; they're starting out small, but
Hmm.
they're becoming gardeners.
Yeah. Well, I'm still feeling like a newbie gardener because I don't I just try stuff, but I think in like his Nikki just asked me what do I struggle with growing. Um, well, last year like it's hard to explain all this, but um, I think it's like any sort of the long season growers. But I did get watermelon out there. I did grow, I got 9 pound round. They weren't the oblong shape; they were the round ones. And so it's like I like to try those kinds of things. And I'm struggling with growing okra. I did get. My plant was maybe about a foot tall, and I got like 3 little pods off of it. It was like, yay, I grew some, but it's like this year I want to get it out there and I want to see myself, grow a 6 foot okra plant and try to make it work. But last year I had a rat epidemic in my greenhouse studio in the attic of it, and they ate everything out of my backyard. So all my broccoli, most of my beans, um, I did lettuces were okay, but they were just decimating everything. Out in the front, that's where I had my squashes, pumpkins, uh, and watermelons, all those kinds of things. And they did all just they were prolific out in the front. The front was good. The back was that was where I was struggling.
Now, if you go look at her video, she says she's a beginner gardener. But if you go look at her videos and stuff, you're gonna tell her she telling a little fib somewhere in there. Because don't I look at her videos and stuff, and I look at the garden and stuff. She don't look like no beginner.
Well, I feel like a beginner. It's like, oh, put the seed in. Oh, good, it worked. I just don't know if it will work. So, yeah. Nikki, I'm gonna try to grow. I've been trying to grow loofahs. That is the one thing I want to try, and I haven't had success yet so far. So that's my one that I'm gonna try to baby. And I do have some in the greenhouse studio right now, but they are looking not so. I'm killing them in there right now. Let's just be honest. They're dying.
Uh Motivational
Woo.
weightlifting geek, welcome. Sweet Ree, welcome. I know I'm a little late, but welcome anyway. Go ahead, Miss Marie. I mean Eva.
No, Marine is good. Yeah, so
I
I
got,
think
I
I
got a
think
problem. I got a problem calling people by their first names.
oh,
I'm
okay.
old fashioned. Last
Oh,
names is it for me. So that's why I keep trying to remember Diva.
right. Yeah, so I think other than that, I think I'm what I am learning over the last few years is that okay, I suck at growing onions, so not going to do those. Or I do have some, but it's like I'd really like to be successful with it. Cannot for the life of me grow a freaking radish. Like
That's
that's supposed to be the
easy.
it's supposed to be easy. I've tried them in good soil, you know, poor soil, different parts of my yard, and they just get all they're just this little skinny thing. So I would like some advice because I love radishes. Like roasted radishes are fantastic. And it's like, nope, I get these little skinny things, lots of green. Like the greens are looking great. I can grow radish greens.
Well, I can't tell you nothing about radish. To be truthful, I think I only did radishes one time.
Okay.
And the only bad thing about that, I'm the only one that ate it. My wife, my kids, they didn't eat it anything. So I think I
Yeah.
only did it one time, and I just let it go because they wouldn't eat it.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
I try to put it in a salad and everything. They still push it over to the side.
Mm. Oh, Maureen, what would people be surprised to know about you? Hmm. Um, what would be surprising? I don't know. I say everything on my well, you guys haven't watched my videos. Well, I'm a mom of 5 kidults. So I got 5 kids, no grandbabies yet. Uh my youngest is 28, just turned 28. So I don't know if that would be surprised or that would be an interesting fact. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else that would be like, let me tell you this secret about me. I don't know if I would have one.
So you wasn't the one that robbed the bank and put all the money in your basement.
I have a kid that could do that for me. Yeah, one of my kids, and she would get away with it. Like her mind on how it works, on how to do it all. Like when I listen to her, it's like you could rob the bank and we could get away with it. Why are we not doing? Oh, just in case we do get caught, or your mother's involved, and you know, and then all go sideways. If she does it on her own, she's good to go. But bring her mother in, she's a mastermind. That like right from when she was little, she could figure out any password I ever had. She just would just take her a couple of little da da da, and she'd go, I got it, and she'd figure out the password. Then I would change it. She'd figure out the password.
Yeah, I just learned that last week about my grandson. We have a password that we don't tell none of our kids, and I don't know. My wife must have told him to do something or whatever, and he went into this little area that we got, and he come back. What's so special about 1940? I said, I don't know. I don't know what's special about 1940, but he figured out the password, and he's only 10.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. There's some that are just they just have that other sense or whatever. So, but anyway. Oh yeah. Who's my favorite kid? No, don't answer that. Yeah. They all say, "Am I your favorite? Am I your favorite?" And I just go, "You're my favorite of that name." Of whoever's name it is. So it's like you're my favorite Josiah. You're my favorite Marissa, and so
Nikki, don't get her thrown out of her own house now.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, and all my kids, I had them close together. So I had 5 kids in 6.5 years. I was pregnant all the time. I just never was not pregnant for like a 10-year span. It was like over that. Because sometimes I'd be pregnant twice in a year.
Well, since you mentioned that, I told my wife we were going to have 10 kids because I'm my only child. But
Oh,
I told her we was going to have 10 kids. She stopped at 2.
mm. Well, she could say, we can have 10 kids, but I'll have 2 and you carry the other 8. Right?
Nah, we raised 3 others.
Mm.
So I have 5.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's beautiful.
But they didn't come from us.
Oh, do
They
they
didn't
know you
come from,
don't? Do
they
they
didn't
know
come
you don't
from
like
us.
them too much?
Yeah, I love them all the same. They just didn't come from me. That's all.
Yeah, Yeah, yeah.
or her.
Right. Yeah.
Fallen Skies, homesteading. How you doing, bro? I still need to talk to you.
Oh, Crafty Leo, your mom had 5 kids in 7 years. Oh, so she's yeah. Yeah, it was just like, yep. And my husband worked away from home, so he'd be home enough, home to get me pregnant, and then he'd be home to see the babies born. So he never missed a birth, and he never missed a making of a baby. So that was good.
The only good thing I could say about the kids was, well, while they were growing up, majority of the time I was gone. I was in the military, and after the military, I was in law enforcement, and I was continually gone. So my wife said, "I'm not going to work until they all get ready to go in high school." I said, "That's fine with me."
Hmm.
So, but she's retired too now. They wore her out. The job didn't wear out. They wore her out.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Oh, Crafty Leo, you left and then you're back. Welcome back, Crafty Leo.
Yeah, she got a new baby. She'll be coming and going.
Hmm. Yeah, I think it was I forget what live that I saw her on, and she had the baby up in here. It was just so cute. Yeah, sleeping. So
Yeah.
that's the best way to have a baby. Sleeping on my shoulder.
Now I'm gonna tell you, in this family we have right here, we have someone that's a cluckery. That fella that says Big Rooster Show,
Hmm.
he causes the cluckery. Then Crafty Leo, she causes the cluckery.
Ah, I've not heard that term.
But her name, she's crafty. She's smooth with it.
Hmm. Oh no, she's getting pizza. She's not cooking tonight. I
Uh,
watched her live doing. She was cooking the other night. She's getting pizza. I love pizza. That's one of my faves. So as
well,
well.
I kind of stay off all that stuff. As you see, I'm a big man,
Yeah.
but I try to stay off all that stuff. On occasions I eat something good, but on a normal, I'm like soup and salad or whatever the wife throw together. I choose what I want, stuff like.
Mm, mhm, mhm. Well, I'm doing chicken wings tonight, so just simple. We mostly eat protein and a veg is basically what we do. So chicken wings is uh is good. So
Okay, crafty.
uh-huh,
She's an angel.
I see that.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So now you done met a few people in this group and everything. Where you think we're gonna take you from here?
Well, I think just being able to watch people's videos, it's like I'm learning, like Georgia peach nut, like over the last 2 years, I have been running around trying to find elderberry plants. And so they're not easy to find here and they're super expensive. And there I am watching her and she's like, "Oh, I'm just going to cut." She's got her elderberry trees. They're different names and she's cutting, this one's John and this one's someone else. I forget the names. And then she was actually even sending them out to people. And I thought,
Hmm.
so I'm going to try propagating. Like I've bought a lot, but it's like there's no reason why, because I would like to have my plan is to buy property, and I would like to have, like, a whole section with all of my elderberries. So that's what I'm going to be going out to do tomorrow. Is I'm going to go and do some learning how to propagate them and take them down. So that's what I find is that I'm learning stuff that you go had no idea. It's in the kind of the comfort of hanging out with somebody on YouTube, which is really nice.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you this much about the elderberry though. Them fellas will take over.
Yeah, mine are all in pots right now. So
Okay. I want elderberry myself, but the way my yard's set up and everything, if I put it in there, I'm gonna have a elder elderberry forest.
right. But you also have a different growing season, and for us here, things do like die right off. So I don't know if they'll be as prolific here that as they would be where you are. Anyway, so
Elder,
hey, Robert, I see you there. He said he's
Elder,
just popping in.
elderberry be fooling you though.
Okay,
Dead, but it's still growing underground, just going every place. They
okay.
don't
Well,
want me
that's
here. I'm going out.
yeah. Okay, that's a good thing to note. So at this point, they're all in pots right now, and I just coop them
Best
in
place
pots.
to have them.
Yeah.
I thought about getting in and get me a barrel and cut it in half and put it in the ground and stick
Mhm.
it in there and see how that goes.
To block it. Yeah,
Right.
we have that with the bamboo. Like we have, it's called clumping bamboo, and then there is running bamboo, and you can have, it'll be like 500 feet away, and the bamboo's coming up over there, and so you really have to watch the bamboo here. So again, I keep my bamboo in pots because I don't know if it's clumpers or runners.
All right.
Mm-hmm,
Uh,
mm-hmm.
I want to say hello to my sidekick. He's not here tonight because he's not feeling well. But Odom's Homestead, y'all send y'all prayers towards him for a
Yeah.
speedy recovery. I miss you, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that he starts his videos out with singing.
Well, see, I ain't gonna do all that because
Well, me either. I'm not singing before mine, but he's
it,
he
it,
sets his moments right. It's good.
I done got named the Honey Slinger, and it seemed like all the songs I sing, they're somewhat love songs. So I
Mm-hmm.
gotta watch myself.
Right.
And plus, I don't want that lady come busting in on me.
Stop it. How are you doing, Robert? Are you growing anything, Robert? I haven't seen you post anything, that you're growing. You got that big team. I've joined the homesteading, or no, that name is really, really long for me to remember, but the competition where we're on the two teams. So I'm setting hard to, try to grow a lot of food for my team. Will it grow? So anyway,
Okay.
that's another thing that we're in. Is Odom on?
No, he's not. He's not on. He's
No,
just
no. So
he
he's
just
not even.
coming through. He just coming through.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So he's not watching.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But tell us some more. We your garden.
Yeah.
Tell us about the singing, the places you sung, and all this good stuff.
Uh-huh. Well, I did a tour in Great Britain. I went up for 10 days and traveled around just little small places, because when you're not known there, you have to do just small clubs, which was great. Everywhere I went, it was it was really I was really welcomed, so that was very, very cool. And then it's like within a couple years, like I was planning to go back and look at touring other areas over there, but then that 2020 thing kind of got in everybody's way, so that shut things down for me, being able to travel over there again. And I've just fallen in love with this gardening thing, and so I've put myself into, I'm in a kind of a semi-retirement. It's like, so I'm doing the odd gig here and there. If it pays well, I'll do it, but I'm not going and doing just little cheap lounge gigs.
Right.
And so it's this is my learning how to do. So that's where the music is kind of on the side, because I also taught, like, my studio that I have in my back of my property. It's a 400 square foot building, and so that's where I grow now, but it was my teaching studio. And so I would teach, but then the plants took over, and so now it's a greenhouse.
And
And
she
there's
said
dirt
she's a beginner.
everywhere, and there's chicken poop everywhere in there, because the girls like to come in with me. And and so yeah, so whether I go back to teaching, but right now it's like I have my little tiny retirement fund that I've been living off of, and kind of moving that forward or whatever. But I could go back to teaching, but at this point I'm not. And I'm out there I'm gonna go grow some watermelons and some pumpkins.
Yeah. And now that you know Broke Farmer, you got to beat him because he think he's got the biggest and the best watermelon ever. And,
Yeah.
and I think I'm gonna do something this year too, because I want to let him know that he don't make the biggest watermelons.
Yeah.
We're both in Georgia. He's in North Georgia, but
Mhm.
I think I can make it sweet too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like I
And,
can't compete with y'all.
we just talked him up because we were
Oh,
talking about that watermelon broke
that's
farmer.
right. Here he comes. Here he comes. Yeah. He heard his name. Oh, I'm being talked about on a live. I better go. Oh,
I guess you said it once and I said it twice, so he popped up.
that's right. Well, the thing is that I can't compete with y'all because it's like you know, I think my biggest one was about 9-10 pounds, and that's as good as it's gonna get. And but even here in Canada, people would walk by and they go, "You're growing watermelons? How can you grow watermelons?" I go, "I don't know," but I was happy with it. They were delicious. They were fantastic. So I'm gunning for those again this year. So yeah, I won't have any big watermelons, but they'll be uh they'll be wonderful nonetheless. To be in Canada and grow your own watermelons, pretty good.
I'm gonna throw some in the ground, see if I can't beat Broke Farmer's record on the watermelon.
I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that. I think he's up for the challenge. So
Broke is up for every challenge.
yeah. Yeah, he just won't grow any loofahs because he gets too much vining, and vining brings snakes. And it's like, grow a flipping loofah. It'd be so cool.
I don't want no loofah either.
Why?
I got now. This is a strange thing is the passion fruit. I bought one, and it was in a flower pot in my front yard, and it froze. Everything froze out. But then in my backyard, I had tons of passion fruit growing.
Oh wow.
And the only reason I didn't like it because now where my mulberry tree at, they started taking over the mulberry tree,
Right.
and I got sick of it. But
Mm-hmm.
they taste good.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna complain.
Mm-hmm. Every challenge, men do wash with loofahs. Oh, poor little Canadian gardeners. Thanks, Robert. Mm. I'm happy I grow my watermelon. So I'm just pleased that you know, I can grow watermelon. I'm happy with that. But no, I like loofahs, like, because I've been trying to grow them. But it's like when I was growing up, I thought loofah was a sea sponge that you got it from the ocean, right? And then I start reading about it, and you're like, what the heck? And anybody I ask, they go, where do you think loofahs come from? They go, from the sea. I go, no. When it's small, it tastes like a cucumber. When it's medium size, it's going to taste more like a squash. And then if you let it go, now you got the sponge.
So you eat and wash with it.
That's right. You eat it in the spring and the summer, but if you get to the fall, now you got something to clean yourself with. So
That's it.
I want to try. I just want to try one. I just would like to see if I could grow one. So,
Well, it might have to take both parts. Do it in the house a little while
yeah,
while it's still cold out, but then when it's get warm up, you bring it outside.
yeah.
And
See you later, broke.
you might get what you want.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Later, Broke Farmer.
if I could stop killing them in the greenhouse right now, so can't tell you what's going on in there. Well, I will say, I have an aphid epidemic. I don't know what you guys all do for aphids that are indoors. Like, I'm spraying them with soap, and not always getting underneath the leaves. So I think that's another problem. But the aphids, like it's like out of control in there.
Well, I told my wife this is my living room that was a bedroom, and I brought plants in here when it started getting cold and everything. The only thing I planted was citrus fruit. That was it. Nothing else but citrus. And I had some plants right above my head right here. I had everything in here. Over
Mhm.
over 40 something citrus. And I was proud of it and talking about it. And one day
Mm.
my wife, she came in and she didn't say nothing, but I saw her moving her head. But then
Mhm.
I came back in. I said, man, this happening too much now. Hear something buzz past my ear. I had to take all the stuff out of here.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing I got in here now is one little grapefruit, correction, one little pineapple, and some lemon bushes. They're,
Yeah.
they're about that big.
Right. Did
But
you?
I had to get everything else up out of here because all that stuff was just flying around.
Yeah.
But what I did was I take my Raid spray and I just mist it lightly over by the
Yeah.
plants and stuff.
Yeah.
That takes care of 'em for a little while.
Yeah.
But then when
But
you
it's the eggs.
right,
Yeah.
when you're looking, they come.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I am using this other stuff called conch. It starts with a K, and it's a chrysanthemum based product. And you only place you can't have it around, like people they use it in restaurants, and you just can't have it around raw meat. And so it does a 7 minute spray, or every 7 minutes it does a little psh, and that has kind of brought them down a bit. But again, I don't know if that's a good thing to have that chemical spraying on all my vegetable starts, right? So, but some things I think are just dying because my light was too hot, and some things are dying. I just got the fan out there to start blowing on them and whatnot. So,
This is something else I put in here. I
mm,
found, and I just leave it, turn it on at night, and leave it up in here,
yeah,
and it's okay. It's not 100%, but it's okay.
yeah, but that's catching regular flies. I don't know. Would do you think it would catch aphids? Because I
Uh,
have something like that.
Everything that flies around, I think it should get it.
Okay. Because I have one in my kitchen for the little fruit flies and stuff. So I could try taking that out to the studio and
Right.
that. So
I just turn it on, and they try to find the light anyway. So I just turn it
yeah,
on and leave it alone and let it go.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I could take that out there, but I am gonna go and see about, because I usually just take my thumb and pull the little aphids off and squish them and whatever. But I need to go under and spray. But anybody else have any ideas of what to do for aphids? And I'm using a Castile soap, Dr. Bronner's Castile soap, so it's not um, full of chemicals.
I
And I think I put some neem oil in it and some peppermint, because I think that bugs don't like peppermint.
I think I heard somebody said the other day some peroxide. They were spraying
Oh,
peroxide. I'm not sure about that one. It's something I thought I heard in another chat where it says spray peroxide on it and stuff.
yeah. I do peroxide on the soil if it starts to get if it gets a little mildewy or moldy, like if you start getting a bit of mold on it, a little
Yes.
bit of diluted peroxide. I've done that, but um, I don't know if it'll kill my aphids and that.
Well, well,
Yeah,
since she says that, I use it's a Kappa peroxide in a spray bottle,
yeah.
and not a yeah Kappa peroxide in a spray bottle of water, and I spray that on my plants and stuff. And that's
Mm.
also what I use to germinate my seeds with.
What?
Yes.
Okay, tell me about that.
Oh, you supposed to be telling me.
This is my thing of learning.
Well, no. Uh I take when I'm doing the seeds inside the plastic bag with a paper towel, I'll mix the water and peroxide and I squirt it down, leave a little
Uh-huh.
in there, seal it up, throw it in the corner somewhere.
Right.
Come
Okay.
back a week or so and it's done germinated, then I just go ahead and slide it in the dirt.
And so what is your reason for doing it with the seeds? Does it help to germinate them quicker,
Well,
better?
me personally, I knew back. Actually, I found out I wasn't into YouTube and stuff back then, and I went to this one place and they had some mold on the floor, and I said, "Boy, that's nasty." And I don't know why peroxide popped in my head. So
Mhm.
I told the young lady, I said, "Can you got some peroxide or something?" And she said, "Yeah, I got some peroxide." She said, "That ain't gonna do nothing." I said, "Let me have the peroxide," and it was on some wood and stuff. And I went and sprayed the whole thing, and all that mold, mold and stuff, it cleared up.
Right.
So I told her, I said, you need to spray this stuff on the wall so it'll clear up the stuff.
Mhm.
And so then when it came to garden, it just popped in my mind again. And then when I start watching YouTube, I see that some people were actually using peroxide and water.
Hmm.
I say, hey, so I guess it worked. So
Hmm.
that's how I germinate my seeds. I mix water and peroxide, put it in there.
Yeah.
It gives a good germination rate, and
Yeah.
then put it in the dirt.
Yeah. That's awesome. So Robert, what is the squish? The squishing is the Lady Cheryl technique. I don't know. I don't know who that is. Oh, hey, sifting some soil.
Lady Cheryl's another gardener we have on here,
Hmm.
but I don't know about the squishing technique.
Yeah. Well, that's my thing is I just go, oh, it's just easier if I just pull them off and just squish them and then wash my hands, rinse my hands off. They're all tiny and but it seems to be going down, but it's like I had this problem last year as well, and then I have it this year. So, there's something I'm not doing right that it just takes over, you know.
Well, I guarantee if you keep watching these folks in this chat right here, and this community, I guarantee you'll learn something and how to
Uh,
take care of them.
every time I am learning something, but yeah, that's my biggest challenge right now is just trying to keep the little starts alive. And for us here, like my last frost date is technically like April 18th, and I have a hard time not starting growing everything. Like January 1st comes and it's like, put the tomatoes in. Do not do that. I have not actually planted one tomato yet. I have done the peppers because they take longer, and I've done squashes and watermelons and things like that. But I've been holding off on other things. And man, is it tough. I don't know about you guys, but you guys also have you guys have the where it starts getting too hot right now, right? It starts
Yeah,
getting warm.
we get that too, where heat's a problem, and then we
Yeah.
know cold's a problem.
Yeah.
Uh, me, uh, I have mostly citrus fruits and stuff, and a lot of the citrus I got, they can take the cold weather.
Hmm.
Now like oh I just went out today and I find out I got some loquats on my tree.
Oh, neat.
They done been there 3 years, and now I got some loquats finally.
Oh, congratulations. That's exciting. That's
Yes, it was
exciting.
when I saw it.
Yeah. And the longer it goes, I think it just becomes a real prolific um plant too, right? So oh,
And-
Lady Cheryl has an amazing channel, says Robert, for Food Forest, natural gardening. She has
yeah,
deadly fingers for every bug in her garden. Ah,
yes,
that's very
Lady
cool.
Cheryl.
Huh? Pardon?
That's Lady Cheryl.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll have to go and look and see. Mind you, it's like it's her deadly fingers. That's her deadly fingers are not going to help me with my aphids in my studio. So, can I borrow them?
I don't think they go that far,
No, no.
but
Yeah. Anyway.
but oh, let me tell some sifting with soil. How you doing? Unbiased. How you doing? Homestead Aquarius. How you doing? Uh, whole new perspective. How you doing? I know a whole bunch of people done came in, and Stacy, how you doing, sis? And Gina Cole, how you doing, Gina Cole? And Ro, how you doing, sis? How you doing? I think we all caught up now.
You think so? I'm just grabbing some names here to put in my list of people I haven't met yet.
There's growers, there's sowers, some that think they're singers, and there are some singers.
Oh, cool.
When I say think they're singers, that's me going back to that cluckery. Uh, like I said, we've got singers. We got some everybody in here.
Hmm.
I was blessed to come to this side of the life. Africa Dreaming pulled me over here, and I've been happy ever since. Other than that, I was strictly gardening.
Mm-hmm.
Gardening is the only thing that I would watch and would do. And then I met Africa Dreaming through Hands in the Dirt.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been over here ever since. And hey, it's been on.
Yeah. 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 That's the thing for me is it was a little bit when 2020 happened, I just had a few pots on my deck. And then it was like, you know what, if I just take this little bit of, soil here, I'll plant some beets. And then I started moving more and more of my yard into gardens and stuff like that. And, and I just absolutely love it. Like it's fantastic. And when you start, watching YouTube videos of other people and you see their abilities and what they're doing, it just encourages you to go, okay, so I can do that, or I'm going to try to do that. And it's been yeah, it's been wonderful. And then, and then I moved into, like, once the winter comes, well, then all I do is I just bake sourdough bread all the time. I don't eat a lot of it, but it's just like I make it and then I give it away. I go to my church and I go, would you like a loaf? Would you like a loaf? And everybody gets a loaf. And I love the whole homesteading. It's nurturing. It's real, and just stepping back. I don't need the fast food. I don't need the high processed stuff. It's like, let's make it homemade. Let's do the canning. Let's make cheese. And so I'm embracing all of that. And 2 weeks ago, I went and learned how to dress meat birds for the first time, and I didn't know if I'd be able to do it. Was like, I thought, I'll get there, I'll see them kill them, and then I'm just gonna, or I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word. I see them give up their lives, and I felt like I might, will I just run away? And it was like, no, Mama got her hands in there. I had a great teacher. Like, he would even say, as she's teaching me, we each have a chicken, and she'd go, okay, put the knife down. Which, I'm going, she's smart, because I would just, got the knife in hand, sharp knife, and I'll just be winging around, put the knife down. And so I put it down and then turn it. And so I started with, dressing the birds, and then her husband went to go and cull them. And so I said, well, I said, I'd like to try. And after my very first one, he said, would you like to do another one? And I went, yeah. And I said, man, that was really aggressive. But it was great to know that, if even with my laying birds, like, I've paid people to put them down. And this was just where you go, okay, with my own chickens, which are pets, I will be actually be able to, I don't know what term you use that you don't get in trouble for saying it on YouTube.
Go around the corner. We'll
okay,
get
yeah. So yeah, I can go. Yeah. So
freezer camp,
there
refrigerator
you go.
camp.
Exactly. So it was just really great to learn that, and that was my next step. I don't have the farm, but when I have the farm, I want some meat birds, and more laying hens, and eventually look at getting some pigs, and learning each animal as I go along. I wouldn't just go, I've got the farm, get a cow, get a pig, get a goat. No. Mama's smart enough for that. It's like, just get your laying hens, get that routine down, then get you meat birds, because that's a short season, right? So
Right.
but I just felt really, really, really proud of myself, that it was like, wow, I know how to do that. I can totally dress a bird.
And it's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
I seen my grandmother then back in the early 70s, when they say it's dinner time. The only thing they did, I thought they was going to the store. It was, how you doing, baby? Pick up, ring it, and let it go.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, these are some good skills to learn.
Yeah.
You never know when they come in handy.
No.
I used to go hunting all the time, especially back in the 80s, early 90s. I used to go deer hunting and stuff, and cut it and do all that stuff. I haven't done it. I think the last time I actually hunted was like in 92. And I haven't done all this stuff since then, but I keep in mind what it is to clean and how to clean, because
Exactly.
you never know when it be your turn.
Exactly. Yeah. See you later, Robert. Yeah. Well, it's like, if a lot of us are talking about, you know, having those survival skills. And it's like if you're out in the woods and you are lost, but you come across some, you know, some birds and stuff like that, you go, I know how to process that. I know how to process it and get all the parts out that need to be out and be able to, you know, feed my family, right?
That's
So
it. That's it.
yeah. So it's like learning those the to me these are such important life skills that we're you know, for my family, we're getting farther and farther away from them. You know, my grandmother, my great grandmother, she did canning of meats and stuff. My grandmother did canning of, you know, jams and jellies and fruits, same as my mother. And so my mom had no idea about pressure canning. And so I got a big pressure canner, and it's like, I'm bringing that back into my family. And so all my kids, it's my, oh, I call them kidults. It's like, I want you guys to know where you're, you know, we all know where the food comes from, really, not doesn't come from styrofoam. But I want you to know how to make bread. You know, it's like, yeah, you need some flour, some salt, and some water. You got a sourdough starter, and then you can make, well, not the salt, but then you can make your sourdough bread. That's it. You don't need anything else. And it's like, know how to make the cheese, know how to do these things without relying on, you know, the powers that be and the stores, right? And stuff is expensive.
Right, right.
Hmm.
I thank my mother for it as well, because I think my mom, she might have thought I might been a loner like her when I get older. So when it comes to cooking all that stuff, she made sure I was always in the kitchen somewhere when she was cooking and everything. And
Yeah,
then my grandmother, I was there I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna lick that spoon when she get finished with that cake.
yeah, yeah.
And that was, there was 12 children. I made 13. So there was like 6. We had to fight among about the spoon.
It's right. One little lick. Everybody gets one little lick.
Uh, my grandmother, she used to be a champ about it. I only know you need 1 spoon to stir stuff up, but she might use 2 or 3 spoons, and then
Yeah,
the last one gets the bowl. So
right. Yeah. That's the bonus. That's
hey,
the bonus.
our parents and grandparents, they knew how to do it, and
Yeah.
we need to pick that up and
Yeah.
continue.
Exactly. Because this next generation, they will have no clue. They only know how to right?
Pretty much, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. So it's been very, very, you know, and it's been really great because all my kidults, they are they're in like a dirty shirt with whatever I'm you know, doing next, you know. Hey, mom's gonna try this. Why don't you come along? And they like, okay. You know, and they're learning some great skills, you know. It's really, really great. And you know, so I'm really pleased that, you know, here's my little tribe. They're all learning, they're all, you know, how to be homesteaders and you know, how to embrace that life. And it's such a good life.
Yeah.
Hard, but good.
Well, my son, if you ask him, the only thing he can tell you is he can cook is spaghetti. That's it.
Mm.
That's the only thing he's master making spaghetti. Other than that, bacon, chicken, or something, he don't know nothing about it. But if you need somebody to make some spaghetti, he can do it.
Right. Does he make it from scratch or does he use a jar?
No, it's from a jar.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. Okay. So then, yeah. Yeah.
he's not going that in depth.
No, no, no. When my kids were young, I always said, okay, you have to be able to make a turkey dinner on your own before you can leave the house. And so it was like, guess what? None of you are leaving out unless you learn how to make that stuff. They all they all can leave if they want to. And I said, you know, learning how to you know, cut up a chicken, you know, for frying. And I think there was a couple of other things. And you know, a couple of my sons, they're out there and, you know, going, you know, I'm going to put on a Thanksgiving dinner for my friends, and they bang, no problem. You know, 20 something, and they're making their first turkey dinner on their own, and it's like, mama taught you good.
I was messing with this lady. She was cutting up a chicken, and she said, "How many pieces come to?" I said, "You get 8 pieces. Some get 9. 9 pieces? How you get 9 pieces?" It's the back of the chicken.
Yeah, right.
And a lot of people don't know that you can get
Mhm.
9 pieces. Well, you can get more pieces than you want, but there's 8 to 9 pieces.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, you use every last bit of it and that. So,
Yes, yes.
oh, Lisa says I never let my daughters lick the bowl with the raw eggs in it, but I sure did. So she
Now,
when
when you mix that stuff up, it ain't raw no more. Trust me.
yeah, yeah. Well, also, my eggs are pretty freaking fresh. It's like most of the eggs that we have, it's like they're 1 to 2 days old, right? And so it's like here, my son comes home and it's like here's a dozen eggs. They were laid over the last 2 days, so they're pretty fresh. And I think it's when an egg is older that's when you need to be worried about the raw egg aspect of it.
Right.
But I agree with you. It's all mixed in.
To be truthful, if it comes from the store, that's probably at least 2 to 3 weeks old before you get it.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes fresh from out the backyard, you know it's fresh.
It's still peeping. Cluck, cluck, cluck. Yeah. Do you
Oh,
have chickens?
yes, all my old girls, they're old. I might get one egg or two. That's about it now.
Yeah.
Because I think I had these fellas since 2018.
Oh, wow.
And it's about time for them to say goodbye and find that freezer.
Right. Yeah. So long, farewell.
But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you no more. I'm glad you were here. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna let you can sing or you can tell the people something on our way out. What you want to do for them.
Uh, I think I could sing, but I got to think of what kind of song to sing for you. What song? Give me some give me some ideas of some songs that you want to sing. It has got to kind of be in the jazz and blues and not obscure. Uh, we
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
wait a couple minutes till
Put a,
it
put a
comes
brief
through.
song in there, which I want to, whether you want to hear blues, rockin', no, not rock and roll, blues or jazz.
What about you, J3?
Me, my singing, I'm basically church songs.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else got to lead it. I only sing one or two songs, church songs, but other than that, apparently every song I sing, it ended up being a love song.
Mm-hmm. Uh, um,
Rooster said blues and jazz.
yeah, I see that. But the only thing with the blues song is that uh, it can be kind of slow. But I can do my man don't love me, he treats me oh so mean. My man don't love me, he treats me oh so mean. Oh, he's the lowest man that I ever seen. He wears high draped pants, stripes are really yellow. He wears high draped pants, the stripes are really yellow. Oh, but when it starts to love me, he's so fine and mellow. Got one more. Love will make you drink and gamble, make you stay out all night long. Love will make you drink and gamble, make you stay out all night long. Love will make you do things you know is wrong. There we
Oh,
go.
I'm still beating it. Oh man. Oh man. Now, now I can tell you one thing about this community. We got some good singers.
I can
We,
imagine.
we got Diva in the Dirt. We got Shandy. We got Lil Drea.
Thank you, Nikki.
Oh man, we got some good singers.
Yes, I can
Uh,
imagine.
everybody, I thank you for coming in. And like I say, I love you. And can't nobody stop that but you.
That's right. Thanks so much for having me, J3. Thank you, everybody. It was great to get to